we're going to be joined now on Drive by a very special guest, Luton Town's newest signing, our mate, the wonderful Andros Townsend joins us. Andros, hello.
Hello, how are we?
We're good, we're very well. How are you
Andros,
doing?
right.
I'm very good. I'm just in an alleyway in central London, so forgive me for all the noise.
Okay, that sounds a bit weird. Do you want to elaborate on that or not?
Well, I'm just out for dinner, sort of celebrating the good news, and I get a message from the old mate at talkSPORT, and I thought, may as well jump on a call quickly, so I ran around the corner and found the nearest alleyway, and I'm stood next to two bins, basically.
Well, listen, you're talking to two bins as well. Listen, that's very kind. I would imagine that McDonald's will keep your burger warm till you get back. That's very kind of you. Listen, the first thing I want to say is congratulations, obviously. How did
Thanks
the
so
move
much.
come about? Tell me about it.
Basically, nobody else will want me. No. No, so obviously there's no secret, it's been a tough summer. So I did 6 weeks at Burnley. The last moment they decided it wasn't for them. And then I was sort of stuck. So then all the Premier League clubs were happy with their squads because it was the beginning of August. So then I was literally just offering myself out to any team possible in Europe and overseas in the Middle East. And nobody, because I've not played competitively in 18 months, and nobody wanted to know. Nobody wanted to even give me a trial. So then I've come back to the UK, London, and thankfully I think Luton changed shape a few weeks ago. Before they weren't using wingers, suddenly they're using wingers, and my agent was brilliant. He's been battering managers, battering chief execs to try and get me a trial, and thankfully Luton decided to take the chance, and then the rest is history.
Andros, what have you been doing to keep yourself fit in that time? And also, like, how are you mentally? Because that must have been a tough 18 months for you.
Yeah, you know what? It's been weird because, well, first and foremost, Spurs, I went back at Spurs for a few weeks. They were brilliant. They let me use the facilities. They let me train with the under-21s, the under-18s, whoever was in. So, huge thank you to Spurs. And secondly, in a weird way, Bentley, I missed the whole of last season through injury. So that was tough mentally. But in a way, I was just happy I was fit. Whether I was training with Burnley, with Spurs, on my own, with Luton, I was on the grass, I was fit, I was feeling good. So in a way, when I was on the grass, it was completely fine and I had no worries. So in a way, yes, it's stressful, but I'm just happy to be fit and be healthy, the main thing.
Did you ever contemplate retiring? Because you're only 32, that's incredibly young still. Go on, you're saying yes, you did think about retiring?
Never officially retiring, but it did come to a point where we're in October now. So it did come to the point where I feel like my time may have gone. I started doing media stuff. I started working with Sky quite regularly and what have you. And people were saying, yeah, wait until January, you might get a chance in January. But the problem is, if they didn't want to take a look at me after not having played in 18 months, what's another 6 months? You're talking 2 years. Who's going to take a look at me then? So I'll never officially retire, but I feel like my time may have gone. And I'm hugely grateful to Rob Edwards and Gary, the chief exec at Luton, first and foremost for taking the chance, for wanting to see me, and secondly for offering me a short-term contract because they believe in me and they believe I can help the group. And I'm just so desperate to try and repay that faith.
You mentioned a short-term deal. It's to January. Why is that? And then what's the deal after that? I'm guessing they've got an option to sign you for longer if they want.
We've left it open. There's no option. But listen, if I do well, then I'm sure we'll start speaking soon about a longer deal. Why it's only 3 months? Because I'm not sorry, that's just police, typical central London. It's only 3 months because, like I said, I've not played. Yes, I may have looked good and sharp in training, but ultimately the manager's not seen me, well, first and foremost, in an 11-a-side, and second of all playing in the Premier League. So he doesn't know how I will fare back in the Premier League, the speed of the Premier League. So I think it's a short-term deal structured around playing. So if I play, obviously it's a deal heavily structured around me playing and me being available for selection. So we all sat down and found the best solution to keep all parties happy.
Andros, how much of it do you think experience plays a part as well? Because you look at that Luton squad, it hasn't got that much Premier League experience, and obviously you've been playing the Premier League for a long time now. Did that conversation come into it as well? Because that's one thing when I look at Luton, they need experience, and you going in there, that's really going to help.
Listen, I think that's first and foremost why they wanted to take a look at me. Luton have done so, like the games I've watched them, they've done so well, they've created so many chances. It's just that last step, and I think you need, one or two to go in the back of the net to give you that confidence. And hopefully I can help with my quality if I'm coming on last 15, 20 minutes and whipping balls into the box. Got two great strikers, two big boys, Carlton Morris and Adebayo, two big boys in the box. And listen, if I help from the start, if I help in the last 15 minutes where it's last throw of the dice, if I help in the dressing room, if I can help on the training pitch Monday to Friday, then that's me doing my job.
Their next game, or your next game, I say, Luton away at Nottingham Forest. That's on the 21st of October. Have you trained with your new teammates yet? And any idea as to your chances of being involved in that team squad?
Yeah, I've been there. Although I officially signed today, I've been there training for the last week or so. So they got a chance to look at me before, obviously offering me the deal. I don't know. I feel good. I feel sharp. I feel good in training. I suppose it's down to the manager if he feels that I'm up to speed quick enough to go straight into the squad. I really hope so, but I think that's down to me in training between now and Saturday to show him that I'm ready.
Anderson, have you ever played at Kenilworth Road before?
I think I have. Many moons ago when I was in England under 16, I think we played at Kenilworth Road.
Wow.
Well, that was many moons ago. Listen, before I'm only playing. Before I let you go, just quickly, have you been to Germany before? Because next season or next year, of course, we've got the Euros. If Saka's injured, we need a right-sided midfield. Well, I'm just saying.
I thought you were going to say as a pundit or as a commentator.
No. As a player, you're good enough. We know that. Listen, thank you so much for coming on. It's really, really kind of you, right? And you've been so honest. It's been a real joy speaking to you, and we wish you all the best with your new career at Luton. You're still so young. You've got so much to offer as well. So we wish you all the best. Can I be cheeky and ask? Next week, of course, is international break still. If your new club allows it, can you come in the studio with me and Benty for the afternoon, have a proper chat?
If the new club allows it, yeah. I think I've done enough media the last few months, but I'll try.
Of course. Listen, we know you're a busy boy and you want to concentrate on your new career, so if you can't, we understand. But either way, you've been so honest. It's been a joy speaking to you, and everyone at talkSPORT wishes you all the best in your new club.
Good luck, Andros.
That means a hell of a lot. Thank you, guys.
Enjoy that wimpy.
Yeah. Go Max the meal. That's my advice. Go Max. Thanks, Andros.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks,
man. See you later. Take care.
There you go, the one for Andros Townsend.
What a guy. Stepping out for a meal to talk to us.
That's incredibly nice for him to do. If you're watching on YouTube, you would have seen him in the alleyway. So, he really has done us a huge favour. But just incredibly honest. 18 months out of the game, he's only 32 years old. He must have had so many You asked a great question about mentally how he coped with that.
I know players that have been out of the game. And again, Tom Huddleston, I remember him being one where he didn't get a club for, I think, a year and a half. And I'm like, how did you cope? He was like, it was tough. Because obviously that training on your own all the time, and just hoping, because every day you're looking at your phone, just hoping that it rings, hoping. A year passes, you must get to a point where you think, no one's ever going to call again. And then you get that call, but listen, fair play to him. I'm sure he'll help them, for sure.
Oh, I think without a doubt. And also, if you're that kind of age, and how old were you when you retired? Because you had to, because you...
35.
Okay. If you're 32, and like he said, he still feels fit, and he's got so much to give... You're like thinking, why is it? He said he went to every club. He went even to Saudi in the Far East, and no one wanted him.
It's a bit like Jack Wilsh. I'm not sure. He was like 30.
Yeah, I know, but he had problems with his ankles.
But he always said that he was
fit.
And you think of someone who's got that ability.
It's very sad.
Scary.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that Andros has got a chance. And you got, what's your name? Ross Barkley there as well.
Yeah, the old brigade.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.